Hello and welcome to the Yami Shibai podcast, hosted by me, the Germ, joined by
Boo, it's Ghosty. Back again.
another
Let's get
Boo.
this bread.
We did miss an episode.
Oh, like a week.
Yeah, a week, I should say a week. Yeah.
You made it sound like we're just not watching
Just
episode
heck
nine.
with that episode. No, no, no.
The lost episode.
We were scheduled to record. I was super sick, and then you were traveling.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Yeah. Just
Hey,
unfortunate
but you
timing.
canceled first.
I did cancel
Let it be
first.
known.
I was a
He's
sick
the weak
boy.
one.
Sick boy.
What did you have? A cold?
Yeah, two different colds, yes.
Oh, that sucks. At the same time, or just one after
I
the other?
didn't have it as rough as someone else who had right after the other, but mine was pretty close, like a week or two apart. My
That's
voice
annoying.
just started recovering, and then I got hit over another one, took me right
Uh,
out. Yeah.
I kind of like having a cold voice. I think I sound cooler.
My throat sounds so rough.
Uh, like you get like raspy or deep.
Raspy,
That sucks.
and everyone comments they can hear that I must have had a cold recently.
Uh, that's annoying.
Colds seem to hit my throat so hard. But let's talk about your traveling. For Christmas, you visited the traditional place, very traditional.
Yes. Where everybody goes for the holidays, Death Valley in the desert.
I can't believe on Christmas you guys were there. That was crazy.
The most heavy metal way to celebrate the holidays.
Some of the highest temperatures on Earth have been recorded there, haven't they?
Yeah, I guess so, but it was winter, so it seemed like a good time to go versus in the summer.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah.
Many Christmas trees.
None actually. It seemed
That
like it was mostly international tourists that don't celebrate uh, Christmas or holidays like that,
that honestly
which
that
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah,
But it seems like a wasted opportunity not to put up a Christmas tree in Death Valley. That seems like
that's true. Well, it could have been out there. It's a pretty big desert,
yeah,
so
that's true. That's like meme central. That sounds like. Watch
next
this
time.
watch this Christmas tree burn as we try to put it up. Oh yeah, shall we start?
Yeah, let's begin.
Step right up and have a look. It's time for Yamashibai. The episode is If You Want to See Ghosts. It's episode 9.
I like that you started adding the episode numbers because I kept guessing them.
I was trying to remember if uh I should get rid of title, just episode 9. Yeah, maybe
That's
I'll do that in the future.
fine.
So we join a college student who loves gossiping. I'm sure that's not relevant to the plot. Talking to her gossip friend.
What's the deal? What's the news?
What's the sitch? Her college friend asks if she wants to see ghosts, which never let anything bad happen before.
She looks so sly in that frame.
Yeah, let me go back. She does. She looks like she knows. Some hot goss. So she says she does want to see the ghosts. So we look into her friend's eye. Art style change.
From the last frame?
Yeah, look,
Is it?
this compared to that.
Kinda.
The way they depict the eye is different.
Uh,
Look. We see a white apparition in the reflection of the friend's eye. Apparently, she could see them since someone showed her this same trick.
because that's how eyes work. When you see something, other people can see it in your eyes too.
Now that you mention it, that would be really hard to look in someone's reflection of their eye. We aren't supposed to tell anyone, and I'm sure the girl who loves gossiping won't tell anyone. And the friend who told her, this friend, like her friend who told her, they disappeared, which is a good sign. It's good hot goss.
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing at all. Oh yeah, we need to go. Have fun at getting freaked out on your own, college friend. So yeah, the main character she leaves while the friend yells desperately, "Don't leave me alone!" Which I'm sure she says all the time as people leave.
And then the scene just ends.
Yeah. It's so weird. Our main character runs up to two people in the college cafeteria. She sees the white figures everywhere now. The two can tell something's up, and with a little push, the main character gives in and tells them to look in her eyes and see the ghosts that are all around them, but make sure not to tell anyone else. The ghosts turn blood red and pudgy and start making their way over to us. The main character freaks out and runs away, which I'm sure she does all the time based on how the two girls don't react to this at all. Get no reaction. They're just like, oh, bye.
Cool, I guess.
Oh, okay. She runs to see her friend. The ghosts are right behind her. Ah, there they are. Oh my god. Ah. Don't look at the bottom where there's a mistake. Ah. I must have unaligned them.
Looks like it's over an old picture or something.
Yeah, it's over this picture.
Oh, you're right.
Because then this one pops up.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
She slams against the door, yelling her friend's name. She finds the door unlocked, so heads in. There we see the empty corpse of her friend.
Scary.
The ghosts appear in the apartment around her. We focus in on her eye as she says she didn't know this would happen. The last thing we see is two ghost hands coming right at us. Whoa! We hear the echo, don't tell anyone, keep it a secret. The end.
Whoa. That's it.
Yep.
I was kind of surprised to see, I mean, as far as I remember,
Yeah.
the art style of this episode was the most anime art style of any episode we've seen so far.
In this season, yes.
You can think of a previous one, or there might be some in the future.
Do you remember when the girlfriend was like a girl was on a date with a boy,
Oh yes,
and
at the train
he
station.
disappears at the train station. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of like that art style. It's more of a shoujo, I think it's called, like basically anime for women style.
It just looked more cartoony to me, I guess.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
They may have done it this way because I've noticed personally, I don't know if this is true or not. The shoujo anime, they tend to go crazy on the eyes, like the detail.
Oh,
in the
that's
eyes.
true.
Yeah.
It's like those anime eyes that all the teenagers draw in art class and the art teachers hate.
Yeah.
You're the ones talking about.
They need to. Those art teachers need to grow up.
Yeah, they need to loosen up.
If they're interested in art, that's great.
Mm-mm. I think that might be past thing now. But during art era, I definitely remember art teachers being annoyed when you drew anime eyes.
It needs to be one-to-one to real life. What are you doing? So weird.
I also thought the ghosts in this episode, like the transition from white to red when they became angry, was kind of funny.
I called them pudgy on purpose.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you can tell they're evil now because they've turned red.
And
Nothing
a little
good can come
fatter.
from this.
Let me see if I can find where they get angry. Oh yeah, here they are when they're not angry. And then they put on a few pounds.
Oh yeah. They look a little bit like 3D animated, I guess.
Oh, they're definitely 3D animated now that you mention it. They definitely are. But you're right. White equals happy ghost. Red equals mad ghost. That's just a fact of life.
Her friend was kind of weirdly casual about the fact that she was seeing ghosts now. She made it sound to me like it'd been happening for a long time, actually.
Yeah, I could agree with that. She did make it sound like she could see them for a while. Oh, we saw a person behind you. Everyone panic. Just for like a split second.
I don't know them, so that's fine.
Quickly stalk them through the halls. They left through your left. It was only for a split second.
Did they look over here?
No. Disappointed.
Disappointing. Little cameo appearance. It's probably a fan.
There's only like a 1 in 8 billion chance of that. Probably at slightly better odds. Slightly.
No, that seems about right. Uh,
Good.
the scene where it showed her friend's eyeballs pulled
Yeah,
out was actually pretty gory for this show. They don't usually show the actual dead bodies, as far as I can think.
they do. Remember? Well, I guess season 3 is unique.
Hmm.
That didn't occur to me. They do pull the eyes out. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and her mouth became
Mm.
gigantic.
Her neck grew too.
It literally does not look like the same person at all, to be
No.
honest with
Oh,
you.
let's
But
compare since we have them next to each other. Okay, you ready? So memorize this person. This is what they look like, right? And this person.
yeah,
Same
it doesn't even
hair.
remotely look like the same person.
Okay, look at that person again one more time. And they do not look similar at all.
Same shirt, I guess.
That's how we know it's the same person, same clothes.
Throat still recovering.
The throat's still recovering.
Hmm. Rough.
The throat, the colds just wrecked my throat now.
Hmm.
You know, it didn't occur to me like until watching the episode. Like, she gave it to two people at the same time. That's kind of crazy.
Hmm. I think that's
A hint?
showing how news like that spreads. You tell
Ah,
one person, they tell two people. Those two people tell two people each.
let's not go
And
too
it
far into this
spreads.
because I think we're getting into
Yeah.
a bit of the moral and the theory of this one.
So yeah, I think that's why.
I think you're right. You're definitely right.
So then the whole school is going to start seeing ghosts and die.
And while we're on this, they suck at keeping secrets.
Honestly, though, if somebody blessed me with the ability to see ghosts, I would tell people immediately. I
It
would not keep
depends.
it.
If they told me not to tell anyone, I probably wouldn't for a long time.
Mm. Well, you're more trustworthy than me. I'd immediately be calling up the news. Don't tell anybody. You're not going to believe this.
So
Everybody look in my eyes.
breaking news, and the other person's like, "I'm still in front of you. What the heck?"
I'd kill the whole country in one go.
I, what are you, the friggin' sequels to the friggin' what is that tape on?
Oh,
The
the
Grudge.
Grudge? I can never remember the difference between the Grudge and the Ring. It's the
It's
Ring.
The Ring. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
too similar.
But I did want to compliment like the eye shots were really cool.
That was cool.
I really appreciated like we got to see it like a reflection, like a camera's right there.
Hmm. But eyes don't really work like that.
Not this. They're not mirrors. But it's still a cool shot.
That's true. Anything else you noticed?
So she said she left the original girl because she said she was going to her seminars.
Hmm.
And then we see her immediately meet up with the two friends in the cafeteria.
Oh, I just
Do you
took that
think
as
it was a
like time
time
had
jump?
passed. Yeah.
I was wondering since there was no like indicators if she just lied
Oh, that's possible. Yeah. Like she
and
wanted to go tell her friends immediately.
then go gossip.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody. I'm out of here.
Oh, I have a seminar. Goodbye.
No, maybe that is what it's supposed to be because that it makes sense for how abrupt it is too.
It might not be on purpose, but it feels like it's hinting towards that.
Mm-mm. I like that interpretation in general.
Okay. Your turn to read the comments first.
Let's see what people are saying. So Mono Jumal said, this is a quote, I think, from the episode.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't seen my friend ever since she showed me this thing. And even though she said not to mention it, I will let you in on the secret. Then they go on to expand on this quote and they say, such a stupid person, but at the same time, it made sense. You're shown this amazing thing and you want to tell others, but gossiping, sharing things you're not supposed to, makes you want to do it, especially when it involves ghosts, because every story involves, don't tell this story or they'll come for you. Unfortunately, for the people here, the moment you do tell someone in the moment, the ghosts punish you. Not a scary episode, but it is something that could happen if this was plausible.
Spoilers comment.
I think it's kind of scary. I mean, she gets her eyeballs pulled out.
I
That's kind of
didn't.
scary.
I agree. Like the concept is scary. I just don't think it's that scary.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to say something similar when we get to what we think the episode's about.
Yeah,
Oh wait, me.
you got this.
Nifetsy boy. So they're commenting on someone who said, Iquria said the story was good, but they should have made the ghost scary. Were the red shapes supposed to be creepy? And then they commented, that's what I thought as well. They look like some fat chickens or something.
Yeah, the red ghosts were definitely not scary at all.
Fat chickens. I don't know. That just really touched me.
It would have been pretty easy to make them scary too. You just give them angry faces, and that's it. Yeah. Yoko Tao said, "Since I watched this episode, I try to avoid telling my own paranormal experiences, just in case." X D D D D D D D D D
Such an
D.
interesting thing to say.
They've only done 10 posts, so they were really serious about this feedback. They were like, "People gotta know."
Yeah, people cannot hear my ghost stories. That's the only thing I want to talk about.
Kind of ironic.
Ren Exomer said, "I like this story because because is the typical ghost story, which in my eyes,
Very, very well articulated. You can tell they've written 24,000 posts.
This seems like someone who'd read 24,000 posts kind of thing."
Seraphos said it was supposed to be a secret.
Shame. Shame. And that's it. And now it's time for a germ tangent.
Let's go. Where are we going today?
We have some random eye facts.
Nice.
Probably makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's hear about it.
So this is from a website called Advision.
It looks like they're trying to sell eye doctor services. So this is our first sponsored segment.
Not sponsored, but we got the information from them. So,
but you left the phone number in. So
yeah, left the phone number in. Well, it's their
That's
website, right? Like I have to credit where I get it from.
True.
But these are they're not all 17. I think it's like 3, but these are 17 insane facts about eyes.
Wow, crazy.
Crazy, insane. So babies can't produce tears until they're at least 6 years old.
Oh, that's interesting because babies cry all the time. So I guess you would expect it, but
it's interesting, right?
Huh.
Yeah. Don't use this information for malicious deeds, please.
Our eyes have blind spots where the optic nerve crosses the retina. I've heard about this.
Me too.
There's like some ways to make the blind spots appear with your eyes somehow, but it's never worked for me.
The ways I've always heard to do it is like you have a grid of like repeating patterns, but there's one spot where if you hold it a certain distance away from your face, you can like the spot's different. If you can slide it into the spot, and your brain will be like, "Oh, that's just a repeated spot like the rest of it."
Oh yeah, it's kind of crazy that your brain just fills in the unknown information.
Right? At least that's the one I've taken. There might be other ways too.
That's neat.
The eye is an ancient phenomenon. The eyes appeared over 550 million years ago. Primitive life forms didn't have eyeballs like humans, and many animals do. Instead, single-celled organisms have patches of photoreceptor proteins that could detect light.
I've heard the original eyes were like optimized for being underwater also.
Yeah.
And our eyes still have some semblance of that, but I don't know. I've opened my eyes underwater and it's been blurry.
It depends what type of water you're in.
I don't think I could open my eyes in the ocean.
Yeah. No, you can't. From my understanding, you can't open your eyes in the ocean.
I feel like we used to do it.
I do too. I don't know.
I don't know how.
We were just super kids.
Deal with it.
Supervision. Ah!
Nobody tells you can't. You just do it.
So now we have some amazing facts about eyes.
Oh, wow. Bonus. Did you know that your eyes are the second most complex organ in our bodies?
Probably after our brains.
Yeah, what's the most? You can't say that without giving the most complex organ. That's annoying.
Hopefully I grabbed that comment. The brain is the only organ in our bodies more complex than the eye. I just happened to grab the fact.
Good save. Well, Well done.
I suspect you'd have a lot of trouble reading these, so I'm going to read the rest of these.
Yeah, go for it.
There are no pain nerves inside the eye. You could have serious eye conditions like glaucoma or mus muc
Macular
mucation,
degeneration.
and do not know until you have permanent eye damage.
Oh, well, that's scary.
Right? I think that's one of those cursed facts.
Yeah. Now I'm paranoid.
The front of the eye, the cornea, is the only part of the body that receives its oxygen directly from the air and not the lungs. That's
That's
such a
interesting.
cool fact, right?
Wait, what, does that mean your eyes are breathing technically?
Only the cornea, the part on the outside.
Oh, that's crazy.
And now, oh, there's another one. In a typical lifetime, you will see over 24 million images of the world around you. Seems
Hmm.
kind of low, right?
Yeah, I kind of got to make the best of those 24 million, I
Yeah.
guess.
It feels like it should be higher. But now we have 15 incredible eye facts nobody has ever taught you.
Wow, now's the
Nobody
time.
has ever taught you these facts.
But now you will learn. Shark eyes may be used for human surgeries. Well, I actually didn't
Ooh.
know this. Because the nerve that connects the brain to the eye is so sensitive. Wait, scientists have yet to be able to transplant an eye, but they have developed other procedures to correct many problems. Oh, they use shark corneas, not the whole eye. That
Ah,
makes
that makes
sense.
sense.
Huh.
Okay. There's a perfect amount of eye contact. You ever worried about whether you're looking at a person for too long? When you first meet, you're in luck. There's actually a science-based length of time you should make eye contact with people. 20 minutes. When you're meeting someone new, look into their eyes long enough to notice their color. This should take about 4 seconds. So if you're shown, this is the enough long enough to be comfortable.
What do you look at after the 4 seconds?
You look at their nose.
Ah,
They did a study to see where people like look at people. And of course, you get the normal like look at the eyes, looks around, but then people tend to rest around like here.
oh, I feel like I usually just look away, actually.
Yeah, probably. But this is like specifically if you're looking at someone's face.
Hmm. Interesting.
But if someone's talking, you tend to look at their lips.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eyes never turn off. When you wake up in the morning, it takes a few seconds for your brain to realize that you're awake. Before you go for a long run, you might need to stretch or do a little jogging to get your muscles firing. Your eyes never need to be woken up or trained to work. They know exactly what to do and are ready to do it 24/7. That makes sense from a survival perspective.
Yeah, that's actually fair. So those have been some interesting facts.
That
Were
was
they
interesting.
eye amazing enough for you?
No.
Has anyone ever taught you these before?
I feel like you're ready to write your own blog post now. So congratulations.
I'm sure there's a pun in the first one I don't remember anymore. So, themes and metaphors.
Well, I think it's pretty straightforward this time,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Don't share private secrets of others.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
tell somebody a secret, they're going to spread the gossip all around, and it's going to start spreading exponentially. And there's going to be negative consequences for spreading that information, maybe on yourself.
Yeah. I think that's very well said. I don't think I could put it better.
Oh, thank you.
Don't be gossip queen. There, nailed it. I don't think gossip in itself is bad, but it depends like what it is and how many like who you're telling and stuff.
I mean, there's an inherent amount of gossiping you're
Yeah.
supposed to do as a human, spreading information.
And also like if it's shown that it also like brings people together too to gossip.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
you need
yes,
to
I can
do it
see
in a
that.
responsible way.
Becoming the same secrets.
Yep. Like you're trusting someone with this.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yep. But yeah, I think we nailed it down. I don't think there's anything else to think about for that episode. What do you think the pudgy ghosts represent?
They're the facts going from being docile to
Fat.
weaponized.
Fat lies. So Ghosty, what is your personal score?
Uh, this wasn't that great,
Oh, we saw a
but
person behind you again for a very
uh,
split second. Oh, don't look, don't look. We We saw him again.
It wasn't that great, but it
Breaking
was
news.
fun. So I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like, I thought this was okay, kind of obvious, and the ghosts weren't very fun. So I gave it a 4, and I forgot to add these together.
Harsh critic.
Yep.
Well, it's a 10.
Yep.
Maths.
Whoa,
Quick
so
math.
quick. We could have stretched it out for like hours.
You're
So
welcome.
yeah, episode's okay.
Decent.
Yeah. Round of 5, I think is reasonable to say.
I think so too.
Middle. So, the next episode is called Flower Reading.
It's gonna be something about hippies. Hippies reading some ghost story.
I can't call you close at all. But it's tempting. It's very
I knew
tempting.
this was a bit of a shot in the dark, but it was worth it.
I wanted to say
Right.
you're right so badly. And pity me for making the next episode. It's going to involve so much writing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see
Be a
what that's.
complicated story.
Is that good? Is that bad? We'll find out. Thanks for joining me, Ghosty.
See you next time.
And thank you all for being you. Bye.